Greetings and salutations, universe. This is Krita, and this is Feed the Beast Interactions. Woohoo! So the work goes on for this room. I'm not sure what I think. I'm still processing. But you know, it's a big space, and we'll figure it out as we move along. I am a little bit concerned about the fact that there's water with all sorts of nasty things like guardians right out there, and they are swimming nearby. So the worry is that over time they'll swim in here and the guardians will inevitably die. Oh, it's a slime chunk too. I didn't know that. But yeah, so I'm hoping that this interdiction pulsar, which we got from the last dungeon raid, has a range of 32 to repel mobs. If it's a range of 32, it should repel them quite reasonably out of this area. So I want to test that, and first we have to put down our fantastic hippogriff, and we're going to go look for a guardian. There's one, a little bit hard to see, so I apologize. We're gonna get right up to him, and yoink. We just got the guardian, and we have to swim back because stuff and fun. Where can we start flying? We can start flying, oh, right over here. It's pretty much on the border. And the question is, if I release this fella right here, does he get pushed away? I think he did. I think he got oh yeah. Yeah, I saw it on the map. He just went zipping away. Not sure if it works for squids, but it'll definitely work for guardians, and they're the major concern here. I don't think anything will spawn on the interdiction pulsar, and it's in a nice little spot. Alright. We've made another machine. So far, all of our nickel has been coming from byproducts. Specifically, if we take a look at the ore byproducts, it comes from a lot of our copper, even our gold, and a bit of our iron as well. Nickel is everywhere. Nickel is abundant. But nickel has something which we might be able to utilize. We've already made this into its nice form, the purified, and we're going to toss it into this universal macerator. It has multiple slots, you guys. Look at that. And hopefully we should see occasionally a nice little thing pop up for us. And I've prepared some batteries. Oh, platinum, there it is, platinum. Ah, platinum, good, platinum, yes, good. It's not going to take much platinum, I think, but it should be manageable, right? This is still far off. I'm not looking forward to making epoxy resin. I'm hoping I can figure out a nice, easy way to make it, but the big thing that we need is the nano CPUs. And these guys, you know, it's not so bad. We can make a chemical reactor that's HV. The issue is we can't quite make these raw carbon fibers yet. We really need palladium or molten platinum, and only one millibucket. It's going to be pretty easy to make these things in high volume, because these little fellas, this small amount that we just made, is going to melt down very nicely, I'm hoping. Is there not a nice way to get this fluid extractor? Does it have to be an ingot? Please don't tell me it has to be an ingot. That would make me sad, and we don't want to be sad. Okay, it has to be the ingot. No big deal. We'll just cook it first. Moving along. It should also be noted that when we put in the purified little fellas into here, the purified nickel, they totally give us small piles of platinum, so it's not like we were totally gated behind the HV machines. We just, you know, I wanted to show off the universal macerator, which I'm hoping we can slowly transition all of these machines to HV. It'll be really, really fast and make me a lot happier. Probably more ore washing plants in the future. However, we're going to need water a little bit nicer. Hopefully one day we can reduce this, what most people call dire wire. I really like it. Having this all over the place is hilarious, and it makes a lot of sense to me. But I would like the next room that we make to be a little bit more organized. Now, to help with that organization, yeah, we need to have easier access to fluids, such as this. So, what I want to explore, did I not actually put you in there? Go in there. What I want to explore is another item that we got in the last episode. Those dungeons sure are useful. It's this fella, the fluid transfer node. This thing is really cool. Pretty sure it transfers 1 bucket every tick, or every second. I don't know. We can figure that out. And it's going to give us some fantastic, awesome things. To make the markers that it needs, I think we need GPS markers or whatever they are, thingamabobbers. So we're going to reach into here. We'll just get 10 for starters. 9 of them right here. And then what else was it? GPS. I think it's, yes, sticks with light blue. There we go. We're just going to trash the rest of the blue, seeing as it's not super critical for us to have it. You know, there's an infinite supply right there. And then I'm going to, hopefully we have all the sticks and all the feathers we need to make, it's right there. Boom, 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 boom. Right? Come on, pull it out for me. Thank you very much. We're going to grab a whole bunch of this, save the location of the block. So let's take a look at what we might be able to utilize this for. One thing is in here. We have a whole stainless steel drum because this guy requires water. So I'm going to take one of these. I don't know if it'll have the whole stack. Oh yeah, okay. So that highlights the whole stack. I don't like that. Let's see if we can eliminate it. Nope. All right. So now, instead of necessarily having that, and another spot we want it is, let's see, we're electrolyzing. Yeah, it's pretty much just on that chest right here. But we can also have it on this basic work table. So let's grab another one. Not 2, but sure. And we're going to click there. And these 2 are now going to be able to provide water wirelessly to those 2 machines. So let's take a look at that. If I toss in the GPS to here and here, the idea should be that it just floods those with water. A little bit confused as to why there's apparently no water in here anymore. That might be a visual error. Yeah. So let's go in here and see if we can eliminate that tank without having any issues. So we're just going to yoink the tank, and right around here, there we go. Yoink the tank. And let's test it by making some salt. Wireless, that is potentially just so amazing if this works. Let's make some salt. And that just filled. There's no way that's getting water from anywhere. It is just flowing in on its own. How nifty is that? Ooh, that's a good question. Can we have water go into a pipe? Oh, we might be able to. Because remember, the pipes do have actual tanks in them, kind of. So maybe if we're lucky, we can put in another marker for a tank. Yeah, that's totally visual. See how it was, yeah. All right, does it fill the tank? Oh, that's unfortunate. Not fun. Yeah, but now this water is coming from just nowhere, right? It's coming from somewhere, but it's wireless. A little bit insanely overpowered, but I will totally take that. Not a problem at all. Yeah, this is not a good solution. We need to, at some point soon, come up with a better system for salt production, or more specifically, salt water production. Because this salt, we can solidify brine, apparently. And this comes from a thermal evaporation tower. In my university series, I tried to figure out how to make that thing work, and I have recently gotten a lesson on how to do it better. So we're going to do that pretty soon. So let's take a moment to discuss what things will look in here. Goal number 1, I'm going to try and reduce the dire wire. Goal number 2 is more efficiency. I should probably switch those, let's be honest. So what we're going to look at is a tube system which is going to be a lot more efficient and a lot cleaner rather than the insane mess in the other room. Specifically, we're going to be utilizing a trick which I'm testing using a result pipe. So everything on here is going to come off of our MV line, right? We're going to have machines lined up, and we can have them on both sides, and we're going to have them pretty darn compact. Getting to them will still be important, but, you know, a little bit claustrophobic. Otherwise, this room will get mental really quickly. I don't want it. Well, we can go up, I suppose. Ooh, speaking of up, look at that. Look at the pretty constellations in the sky. Oh, that's so awesome. I love that. That is such a nice feature. Is that a shooting star? I believe it is. Shooting stars are a cool little distraction that we can hop on our hippogriff, and we're gonna jump up here and see if we can get to it. All right, it's pretty close to us. Let's see if we can yoink it. Did we get anything? Well, I don't feel like I got a single thing. That's a little sad. But Krita, how are you gonna get fluids into those machines? There's all these pipes everywhere. You can't possibly do like fluid crafting and whatnot. Oh, but contraire, sir. Contraire. We're going to be able to put in liquid via the item conduits below. The item conduits are going to take the items to the result pipes, but we can also, because it's Ender IO, put the pipes in tandem with them. So I'm pretty sure we only need 2 inputs, at least at this stage in the game. Later, it might get a little bit more complicated, but for right now, this will be a good solution. And for things like bronze, where we want to make, what is it, the MV pump, right? We can always just do this manually. It's not too tricky to bring in like 40 buckets of bronze, dump it in there, and we'll have more pumps than we'll ever need. So that is one thing we're looking at. It also enables us to have well, you know how much I love basements. We'll be able to have a space down here, and if we want, we can medium voltage down here and have fluid extractors pumping in from here, and we can have them supplied with the ingredients we need if we really want it to have 100% of the resources. It should go without saying that if there's a really important liquid, we can always just put it in wirelessly. And with this last little fellow going in, I believe we should have all of these taken care of. This one is in the polyethylene assembler, which is right here. Doink, doink, doink. And we're going to call this one Story. That is a reference. Figure it out. Poly. Alright, wait for empty inventory. This one is going to be story time. And this one is MV line. Perfect. All of these circuit parts have already been put in, and we even have a pump. So, few more things automated. Always a good time. Now, I want to get back to the carbon fibers. I want to have at least one piece of the puzzle so that we don't have, I can take out that really annoying processor assembly thing. This, I don't like this. This takes up so much resources compared to this. Look how nice that is. So nice. Well, that's really nice, but that's LUV. We're far away from that. We could do this, right? Electrum, this looks easy. We already have all that, except for the epoxy. and the nano. So those are probably the things we'll work on first, and that is going to be our first HV automation. Well, no, we'll definitely do some other HV automation, I imagine, before we get to that point. One thing that I'd really like to do is just get a little shortcut on some of our carbon, and that is by making some nanoprocessors. And that also lets us get to show off some of the automation that we have. So I'm going to request 13 of these. There's already 5 in the system and 3 here, so we only need some of them. And we're going to run down here real quick so I can watch all the stuff. Oh, yes. It's beautiful. And this is making some of our capacitors on its own. Might have to speed that up a little bit. We do have a bunch here. Oh, well, I had more processors. Whatever, we'll need them. Oh, it's beautiful. Look at that. So everything's ending up in the result chest, and then they're going back in because they're needed to make more chips. That is so neat. And because these don't need the little circuit dudes, we can wait on an empty inventory, and these chests can just hold all of the things needed for it. That is so fantastic. Yeah, I'm already looking forward to speeding this up. Maybe I should have had it on an HV machine. Who knows? But for right now, that is so nifty. Yeah, we definitely need to speed that up. What is the item, the speed upgrade is, how expensive is this? Electric steel, iron plate piston, alloy, silicone and steel. That's not so bad. I'll probably do that at some point. And just like that, we have all the processors we need for the foreseeable future. I'm just not looking too far into the future. Keep that in mind. And here are our little carbon fiber doohickeys. I'm just gonna toss these in here. That'll be okay. No one will mind. Okay. Are you good? Are you good, my dude? Ooh, platinum as well. I like platinum. Toss that in there. That'll get cooked up, I believe. Come on, platinum. Thank you. Where did you come from? Bad. No, bad. I'm talking to people right now. Not many people, but a few. And here, I also have put in the request for an advanced autoclave. Neat. This thing is going to be important to be able to turn our liquid platinum into fun stuff. I'm just going to put it right here, and we'll figure that out in a second. So, what do we need to do? Carbon dust? Easy. I totally forgot that we have something that's producing unlimited carbon dust. Here it is. Haha. Yeah. My bad. I forgot. Let's see. I thought this fella was unused, but it seems to be being provided with soldering ingots. So, where is my reservoir? It's in my inventory somewhere. We'll just use... There it is. So embarrassing sometimes. Alright, I think we need another extractor. Should we? I don't know if we need a dedicated one. It takes up only 1, and it makes, what, 2? Right? 1 little tiny bit of a bucket, and it outputs that much. Alright, put you in there, thank you. We'll just put you in there for a moment, and we'll find an unused fluid extractor. This one is very much used. Look at all that redstone. We did automate a few little things like those. We'll figure out more stuff that needs and probably upgrade it. Where's another fluid extractor? There's a solidifier. I'll just make one. You know, it's not a big problem. Not a solidifier, a fluid extractor. Make sure you don't get a normal extractor. I've made that mistake before. And we'll even make it with these little guys. Nice. Here momentarily. There we go. All right. fluid extractor, and we will just plonk that down somewhere temporarily. That's my favorite word. We'll just put it right there and make sure you're not touching. We want to put in our newly acquired platinum into there. Where is it? I know it went somewhere over here. Platinum. Is it the gold thing before I actually search for it properly? There it is. Yeah, it's a yellow color. We're gonna put that in there, and maybe a little battery too. Do we want to speed that up? Heck yeah, we want to speed that up. Are you joking? What sort of a person do you think I am? Yoink yoink. And here is a bunch of platinum. Lovely. I want to be able to make our own carbon fibers. We did get 64 from the quest, and that is fun. We're going to put it into here, and this is going to produce our very first raw carbon fibers. We can do a whole bunch of stuff with that. Huh, epoxy. What is this used for? I don't know, but I like it. Figure it out at some point. Yes. This is going to need epoxy resin to turn into our resin sheets. Is it that? No, that's not. That's not correct. We are trying to make nanoprocessors, and this needs fancy things. Nanoprocessor, this guy. Ah, there we go. CPU wafers along with 16 of these, and energized red glowstone. Oh boy. In an HV chemical reactor, we'll make these, which is one piece of the puzzle that we... Oh, what's going on here? These guys, right? The next thing that we need to make is, we have those, so epoxy resin sheets. And that, I'm sure, comes from epoxy resin, and we'll figure that out in the next episode. I hope that you have had a wonderful time joining me on this insane adventure. I'm having a great time. I hope you are too. Can we figure out what the point is? Aha, you are too. Bye. Bye-bye. Bye. Bye. I'm trying to get away. I need to automate things. Give me some space. Why? You just keep following me everywhere. Oh.